Can we cut the corn? Nah. Oh, I might be going back around. I want to just see if that bit up there is, yeah. Ah. Just get across there. Thank you. Very low moon. Another candle lighting the way. So someone, okay, so it's been paint, okay. So it's just paint brush, okay. Spraying, maybe? I'm gonna have a look over here and I'll go back and check that thing in case there's some story here. Oh wow. Oh, these are the car crash. Oh, I see what's going on here. His own memories from it. Huh.
We shall begin to assemble our own version of the North Shore. We will scrawl in dead languages and electrical diagrams and hide them away for future theologians to muse and mumble over. We will send a letter to Esther Donnelly and demand her answer. We will mix the paint with ashes and tarmac and the glow from our infections. We will paint a moon over the Sanford Junction and blue lights falling like stars along the hard shoulder.
So I assume he's talking about this person he lost in the sense that I'll do this with you in, like, as an imaginary partner, I suppose? That's just how I'm interpreting it, so Esther Donnelly. Wow! I do not know why I was about to say Connolly. Don't ask me because I haven't got a clue. I really don't know. Oh god. Let me just. How about just do something like this? Saves me doing all the twisting and. I just want to see if there's any. Let me talk because there's light over here, which means it's quite possibly something we want to let the narrator mention about in the possible diary entry. So. Maybe it might be something, might be nothing. Or could just be to take in the view, which, okay. Oh, you know what? This might be like a meditation pray point. Okay, well, okay. That actually in itself makes sense. So now I'll go back to that part over there. I just want to see, because if there's counts, I'll like maybe see if there's a little bit of store we could get or something. You never know. There's not to check. Oh, I bet this is like a shipyard or something. Or maybe a dry dock or something? I'm really sure. If I had to guess. Candles representing the things being. Okay. Yep, candles lighting our way. Balcony each of these. Maybe him or the person he cared about? Huh. Loving hear the drag of his footsteps. Well, I shouldn't say he. I'm assuming if it's him that's actually doing this, then and we're controlling him, then his footsteps. Love is saw that dredging in the soft sand. Very, very realistic. I do like that quite a lot. What's this? Please not a body. Oh, oh, it is of the remnants of the car accident. Wow. I wonder why he assembled this thing here to remember. I mean, maybe that's gonna add a remorse, like of trying to forgive himself or something. I mean, not sure. Wait, did I? Oh my god. Huh. Whoa, what's more painting?
Hall by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Wow, I swear this is, either that's a language turned upside down, or that's just... Maybe you're not supposed to understand it. Which, hey, fine. Or maybe that is upside down. I know someone's willing to turn their head upside down and actually have a look. Oh, no, I'm just probably... Oh, hang on a minute. Heal... Oh, hang on. Heal in Sean... What? The heck? From... A light from he. Oh, sorry. Maybe it's a light from heaven. A light from heaven. God, a light from heaven shone around here. Maybe. Oh, a light from heaven shone around him. Oh, okay. Well, at least I managed to translate. Worked that one out. Oh dear. I honestly thought for a second there, just the way it was sort of painted, almost I thought it was actually upside down glyphics or something. I'm just like, okay, squiggle, turn the head upside down. Nope. Okay. He's definitely on a journey of contemplation, I would say, honestly. Music definitely
From
represents
here,
that.
I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Wow. Having his term of remembrance, I take it? Okay, fair enough, I respect that. So he's done all these letters and everything, and... Okay. Okay, looks like we're supposed to go up there, possibly next. Alright. Now look in here. There isn't even anything in here. Huh. Is that... Unless that's... I think it's supposed to be maybe all or one... On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him. Maybe it's supposed to say all of a sudden, I'm not really quite sure, maybe. All shone around, and he fell to the ground. Jeez, talking about the moment of passing. Wow, I assume. Wow, these are eggs, or maybe stones representing eggs, or heaven. Only speculating now, of course. Huh. I get the feeling I'm supposed to head up there at some point, I think. It looks like the tallest peak to... I'm not sure. Although, to be fair, when I had that sort of gut feeling that I think I might know where this might be headed... Huh. If you can piece together what I'm saying without actually saying it, then yeah. Just in case it comes true, but also just for the sake of, you know, just so you can just experience the thoughts, contemplation, and memories of this person. I think can be quite important sometimes.
The pain in my leg sent me blind for a few minutes as I struggled up the cliff path. I swallowed another handful of painkillers, and now I feel almost lucid. The island around me has retreated to a hazed distance, whilst the moon appears to have descended into my palm to guide me. I can see a thick black line of infection reaching for my heart from the waistband of my trousers.
Wow.
Through the fugue, it's all the world like the path I have cut from the lowlands towards the aerial.
So he's seeing possibly his own fate, and all nature's trying to guide him towards it. Okay. Or at least that's what he's perceiving, anyway. That's my interpretation, of course, of it. It could be quite wrong. Wow. Got some more writing coming up as well, I think.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
And for all that's said and done, for all that done, we'll be together at long last when I cross. And something he was preceding, I want to say? Let's have a quick look up here if we can. Proceed, okay. And maybe where or how he was proceeding on his journey. That path. Not sure what where that other word was. Oh. For I can't read what that says. Near something. And now Nat came. Oh, sure. A bit difficult to read it. And he... oh, hang on. What's this say? Drink, nor...
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Find... maybe you don't think it's adventure. Find something. Find neither did he eat nor drink. Okay, I think I'm supposed to say. And he was there. And he was there days without Oh, days out sight. There we go. It's like, hang on a minute. Can I not read this? It is a bit difficult to read, I'll be honest, but... I wish we were a tad faster, but just enjoy the scenery. That's fine. I think we're very much heading towards that aerial satellites, or yeah, the satellite dish. Well, that aerial satellite. Oh, what's here?
The stones in my stomach will weigh me down and ensure my descent is true and straight. I will break through the fog of these godforsaken pills and achieve clarity. All my functions are clogged, all my veins are choked. If my leg doesn't rot off before I reach the summit, it will be a miracle. There are 21 connections in the circuit diagram of the anti-lock brakes. There are 21 species of gull inhabiting these islands. It is 21 miles between the Sandford Junction and the turn-off for home. All these things cannot, will not be a coincidence.
So, trying to point towards what he believes is his own fate. Okay. Oh, here's the other one. So it looks like this is actually, might actually have been in one of the wars, actually a military facility or military bunker type facility. That's like, maybe just because of that bunker thing entrance type style. Okay. Probably long since forgotten. Wow, quite a view actually. It's actually be a really good location for a horror game, like an RE contexted horror game. Just saying. At least I think that'd be a decent place. Oh god, this is narrow. Well, narrow in a sense that you can't really just sort of start running and then lose your footing, or you know, start dodging. Yeah. Getting steeper. Mind you, we are climbing quite rapidly in that sense. Narrow path. I think it'll probably design that way. Taking advantage of the steps where we need to, where it's narrow. Okay.
I have dredged these waters for the bones of the hermit, for the traces of Donnelly, for any sign of Jakobsen's flock, for the empty bottle that would incriminate him. I have scoured this stretch of motorway 21 times, attempting to recreate his trajectory, the point when his heart stopped dead and all he saw was the moon over the Sandford Junction. He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all, and it was not his fault. It was the converging lines that doomed him. This is not a recorded natural condition. The gulls do not fly so low over the motorway and cause him to swerve. The paint scored away from his car in lines like an infection, making directly for the heart.
Yeah, he's reminiscing on the accident where he probably killed someone, I think. Something with me were with me. What? Oh, that were with me, I think, maybe? Wow, it's windy. Mind you, we are climbing, so that's expected. Something came with me. I'm not sure that's supposed to be a whole sentence. Damascus. I can't remember if Damascus is like a biblical terminology for, or biblical reference in that type of context for the epicenter or the central.
I am the aerial. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
But I think also that it's possibly the way that you. I think it's more like that. That's the center or the central pillar, maybe.
Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
So it's him. I think it's him trying to ask Esther and this Jakobsen, the partner of Jakobsen, for forgiveness, or trying to explain that he wasn't trying to do this, or wasn't his fault, or he's not guilty, or whichever way. Hammer a bird. That's cool. So in his mind, he transforms to a bird and he jumps off there. Okay. But if I'm gathering this story correctly, it's him. He's done something and caused some sort of car accident. Maybe the person loved Esther. Maybe I'm interpreting wrong. But the way I'm interpreting is that, you know, he killed Donnelly and maybe someone called Jakobsen, and they're partners, and he's trying to write to Esther. Maybe he knew her or something like that. I'm not sure. And says, "Look, I'm sorry. I feel remorseful. I'm contemplating this, and maybe one day you'll forgive me. Maybe you'll understand that it was a stupid mistake. I wasn't trying to, but it happened, and there's nothing I can do about. Nothing I can do. I can't rewrite history. You know." That single boat at the end that's still sailing. Oh wow. Nice to see that some of those were still remaining, honestly.
Come back.
I think he's probably saying come back to. Don't they say come back? Wasn't trying to. Paul Donnelly. Or maybe that's Paul, the person that kind of. Yeah. Huh. It was. I actually I did enjoy that. I mean, a little confusing trying to make your way through the parts, but just experiencing just something different, a lot slower pace, just let them tell their story, narrate in their own way, very poetic, but you know, somewhat graphical, but not in the bad way, but just very um, descriptive, you know, poetically descriptive, I'd say. But yeah, it's definitely Very interesting game, very nice change. I'm pretty sure this was indie, but hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Just nice, just very slow paced, very narrated. Just explore, taking your scenery. Just you don't always have to have action pattern. That's nice to have a bit of a break from that. So, because I've got other games come out which are plenty of action and shooter based and all this, and just nice to take a nice break and just take a stroll. On. Okay, this person you listen to is on a journey of contemplation, remorse, and realization. But at the same time, you you know you get to think he understands. He's starting to realize what he's done. He's trying to make up for it in his own way by doing this journey, which don't really help the loved ones, but for himself mentally. He hurt himself, all that, so he's put up with that pain. But yeah, it was quite interesting. I love the artwork. The environment was really quite beautiful. Sound was really was fantastic. But yeah, landed here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the support you show in this series. Really appreciate it. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time for a brand new Let's Play. Take care, everyone.